Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Probably Podcast, where this is probably a podcast and you're probably watching. I am one of the hosts, The Emperor, and I am joined by another host known as Captain Dogfood.
Hello.
Yes.
How is everyone?
Yes, how is everybody? Buckle down, grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a soda, grab some water, stay hydrated. We're in for the long run. So, we're going to dive back in and first off, talk about what we're going to be doing with this podcast. I will take it away from Troy here for a second to say the main thing that we plan on doing with this podcast is there are multiple hosts. It's going to be me, it's going to be Captain Dogfood, it's going to be Noxman, and it's going to be a guy by the name of Kim Jong Long Schlong. But we don't expect Kim to really pop in every now and then. He's got a busy life. But essentially what this podcast will be, and future podcasts, will just be us kind of chilling, chillaxing. Somebody may join the channel every now and then, and when they do, we'll introduce them to you, but don't worry about this. Also, this is not a video podcast. I need to make that very clear. This is just that screen you're looking at right now. You're going to be seeing that for the rest of your life and your dreams and your nightmare. It's there. The podcast will forever be starting soon, and it'll never stop. Anyways, welcome to the podcast. Let's hop into conversation. So, Mr. Captain Dogfood, you were telling me about an infinite chess.
Yes. There's a new variant called Infinite Chess, where basically the board is no longer an 8x8 board. It is an infinite by infinite space board. You could move your queen 200 spaces downward, like far away from civilization, and no one would know.
Could you fucking imagine, like, if you were playing a game of Blackout where you have to, like, kill or take out every piece on the chessboard and you just take your queen and send it, like, just like you're losing the game, your last exit strategy. It's just like, we're playing a new game, my friend. It's called the Game of Life. I will outlive you before I let you win this chess match. Just fucking send it like 2,000 or 3,000 fucking places away. I will state that at some point, not whether it's this podcast or the next one, we're gonna be playing chess against each other. In which case, when it becomes a video podcast, we will let you know. We'll let you know. We're not gonna leave you out in the dark. Also, as far as uploading goes, all of us, we're adults. We're pretty busy. If one of us isn't able to upload, we're not going to give you a definite answer yet, but we're going to talk about what we want to do with it if somebody else has to record the podcast, and we'll go from there. Also, we're going to try and do weekly uploads, but if weekly becomes too much, we will move to bi-weekly. But you can expect this podcast to be weekly. For now, at least. Yep. This podcast is... We're just going to ignore the noises I made. Just pretend it didn't happen. It's hosted in a gaming community known as the Grand Fleet. And speaking of games, I've been getting into V Rising recently, and we're allowed to say that on stream, on camera, I mean, and totally we won't get banned. We're not streaming. These are not live. None of this is live. It's coming at you, but it's not live. I'm sorry. But been getting into V Rising. It's a vampire game where, like, you spawn in, you build a base. Sometimes you have factions. It can be PvP. We did PvE. And you beat up a bunch of bosses, and that's basically the game. Suck blood. Suck blood. It's grand. What about you, Troy? What kind of games have you been getting into? What have you been playing?
Well, besides Infinite Chess, I'm playing a bunch of Tetris recently, and some other games.
Yeah.
Like, there's a website called Gistress that I play a
Mm.
lot, and that's a website for like hard dropping pieces instead of like the traditional Tetris where the pieces fall on their own. Now the pieces fall very slowly, and you have to just hard drop them by pressing space or whatever you've set it to.
Oh.
And there are different leaderboards for 20 lines, 40 lines, 100 lines, or 1,000 lines. And let's just say I suck at all of them.
How the you're... How do you... Huh? How are you bad at...
Sit for 26 minutes playing the game and playing for 1,000 lines? I don't know. I figured it out.
Fair enough. I suppose. Fair enough. Really? I want everybody to understand my confusion. This man, I've watched him go, like speedrunning Tetris pretty much, just like absolutely going ballistic. And you said this one was only hard drops?
Yeah. You could just hard drop the piece instead of letting it fall very slowly.
Oh,
The
it's...
pieces fall at level 1 speed in NES Tetris. That's pretty much their level 0 speed.
Oh shit. Fair enough. I can see how that can get
And
a
you
little
can
bit
also
chaotic
make maps
now.
on it.
Maps?
I've actually made a few maps on the site. I've even made one where it's just the Danish, Swedish, and Finnish flags on top of each other. And then ended up getting a little bit popular with 3 likes.
3 whole likes. Well, then again, I guess for that
Yeah.
website. How many people do you think use that website?
I'd say at least well over 1,000.
Ah, that's not too bad then. 3 likes. Fuck yeah. Look at 3 whole
Maybe
fucking
over
likes.
10,000.
I was expecting there's like, I don't know, like maybe 6-7 billion. Yeah, I'm pretty popular. Just like, I got 3 likes. Out of 7 billion. I'm popular. Dude, I can't believe the fucking planet has hit 8 billion fucking people now.
That's insane.
Dude, that's terrifying. That's way too many people. Anybody with social anxiety now is just gonna, like, start hyperventilating. Like,
No, man. You misunderstand. That's not enough people.
we need more? Oh no.
We're not overpopulating. I could definitely say we're not overpopulating at this point.
We could. And bring about the end of humanity. Dude, I don't know what it
I
is.
literally forgot.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was literally about to say, like, games that I played on my phone recently. I've been playing a bit of Goddess of Victory Nikkei. And also Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
Oh, Goddess... I've heard about that game, Goddess of Victory. Nikkei, hold on. I'm pretty sure that's like the game that's popping up in everybody's advertisements nowadays.
Yeah.
Goddess... What was it? Goddess of Victory. I just accidentally opened up a solar
Nikkei.
map. I'm currently Googling, and I accidentally opened up the solar map, and now I'm looking at how interesting the planet Mercury is. Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Fuck, I just goddesses? There we go. Goddess. Photosynthesis. Yeah. Goddess of Victory Nikkei. sci-fi RPG shooter game, not sponsored by Goddess and Victor Nikkei. However, if you want to sponsor us, you know, come at,
Educational
come here.
purposes only.
Yeah, for educational purposes only, of course. But yeah, that's the game that I've been seeing everywhere in advertisements. So how is it? How is the game?
I find it fun.
What's
I
it
find
about?
it interesting. I'll be honest, Chief. I don't pay much attention to the story because I'm just interested in like getting gems to summon for more units.
That's fair enough.
But like, because like you need like 3,000 to do like a 10 summon, which is a little bit annoying considering I don't get gems that fast. But
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah,
I mean, that's
I
why.
haven't been completing missions. I need to though. That's one of the things that I need to do.
I mean, that's my whole thing with like, uh, when I know everybody's gonna make fun of me for saying this, but Genshin Impact. Don't worry, guys. I shower. Um, Genshin Impact when it came out and it had that. It was cool. All right. At first, I thought it was like the greatest fucking game ever. It was had that anime kind of vibe to it. You were playing with it. It was open world. You had summons and stuff. I tell you what, boy. Getting the gems, I think they're called primo gems, to summon. Good God. That was after you start completing a shit ton of quests, it starts to get really, really, really difficult to get those gems to be able to summon, and eventually you're just at a roadblock. You're not getting shit. You're not summoning shit. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, again, Genshin, fun game. As much as everybody shit talks Genshin, it was actually pretty fun. I liked the open world aspect. But then the same developers came out with Honkai Star Rail, which I played the shit out of. I was gonna try and stream it on my channel, but for some reason OBS just really hated it and wouldn't run it. I mean, it did the same thing to Elder Scrolls Online. It just didn't want to stream it, but mm. but I started playing it, and it had kind of that same thing of like you need to use certain things to summon and whatnot, which I have no problem with. That's fun as fuck. Just do the quest. But the combat in that game is what blasted me away. Uh, whereas Genshin Impact had the what's it called? And I do need to state there are other Honkai games, but I haven't played them, so I don't know if this is just Honkai exclusive, like every Honkai is like this, or if I'm just an idiot. But whereas Genshin had that open world kind of combat, Honkai has turn-based combat, and it's a lot of fucking fun to use certain characters, and there's certain like, God, this is, I swear we're not sponsored by any of this. We're just conversating about video games. Alright, we're gamers, but using certain characters and certain like equipments to manipulate the turns in it is so fucking fun, dude. It's so good. I love it. Fucking love it.
I'll just say this. In Dokkan Battle, it's the least like easier to get stones if there's like, because like there's a shit ton of things that you have to do in Dokkan to get stones.
Mm.
The only exception is unless you're my friend Josh and you've completed basically everything that you can to get stones, and the only way that you can get stones again is if you buy them.
Oh fuck. Yeah,
Like
that.
they have like 50 stones for a multi-summon, which isn't bad.
Mm.
But they also have discount summons where it's like 25, 35, 40, and then the next summon after that is free.
Hmm.
And shit like that.
Yeah, that's a good aspect. I think games like if they're doing summons, they should probably have a like a daily or weekly quest or something that will give you those summon materials, because if you end up doing it to where somebody could eventually run out of quests and not get summon gems or whatnot anymore, then your game just kind of dies off, because now they don't not everybody wants to blast their money in microtransactions and whatnot. So,
I'm looking at you, Roblox.
mm, I'm staring at you, Bethesda.
Jimmy.
By the way, none of this. Again, this is not defamate Bethesda, please. I love you. Alright, we love you. Guys, we promise. We love. Please don't execute it. We love. Anyways. Yeah, no. The game. Oh, dude. Some of the games that are coming out recently, they look really good. We know GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say this on YouTube now. Maybe, probably, hopefully. If not, YouTube just reach out to me, which you won't do, and let me know, and I can remove that part of my video. But some of the games that are coming out, we got GTA 6 coming out. We have one recently released, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdoms. That's right. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is what it's called, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah.
I think Star Wars Jedi Survivor might fall into this category. I'm not entirely sure. But those games are like $70 to $80. I don't have that kind of money. I'm not spending that kind of money on a game. It's way too much. Like, we get it. You guys blasted a lot of your own money. These companies did. They blasted a lot of their own money to get this stuff out. But that's too much for a game. That's way too much. Nobody's gonna be able to get that. Nobody's gonna be able to buy that. And then the console, my Xbox One. Don't get me wrong, this thing has been through hell. I'm looking at its dusty ass surface right now. I probably need to get a security screwdriver and bust it open and clean it up. Do that. I need to do the same for my Xbox controllers. I need to get a security screw and open them up and clean them. But even running Star Wars, I think it's... Oh, God, I can't remember the name of the game. It's the one before Jedi Survivor. It's... I can look it up. Troy, talk about something.
I'm not
Dive in.
in Star Wars games lore.
Dive in. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody is. Star Wars really, went dead for a while and then just took off. They just started shelling out movies and shows and stuff. Have you seen any of the new Star Wars shows?
No, only trailers or commercials or shit.
Yeah, I see. I'm really interested in the new series coming out, Ahsoka. It's focusing on Ahsoka Tano, which was Anakin Skywalker's apprentice during Clone Wars. I'm so fucking excited for that. It's gonna be so good. Hopefully. And they have the guy who played Captain Rex is gonna be in it, and live action. Because all this is live action now. Yeah. They're not really doing animated stuff anymore. But I'm excited for that. And then me and my love are gonna be watching Mandalorian at some point. We might dive into the Book of Boba Fett, because I've heard that's pretty fucking good. And then I've heard some negative things about Kenobi, the Kenobi show. I'm just listen. If for some reason George Lucas is watching this right now, watching this podcast with some George Street Shuffle by Kevin MacLeod playing in the background, two guys, cousins, talking about some random shit. If you're watching this, George Lucas, just release a Darth Maul, like something. I want to see more of Darth Maul. He's fucking insane. He really is. I've seen the fan film, which is called The Apprentice, on also to talk about what I was saying earlier. The game I was talking about was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's cheap, but the I'll come back to that. But The Apprentice, we definitely don't have permission to show it here. But where is it? Fan film. Yeah, Darth Maul Apprentice. It was released by a channel on YouTube called T7 Pro. It was released 7 years ago now. Jesus. And it was a fan film following Darth Maul, about 20 minutes, and it's a good watch. The people who did it, they busted their ass for it. They really went for it. So I want to see more stuff like that. Fuck it, get T7 Pro, just sign them on. Give them a deal. Throw them in your studios, let them work.
Well, let them cook, Chief. Let them cook.
Let them cook. Exactly. But going back to what I was saying earlier about my excellent... Jesus Christ, Troy, you've almost spoken this podcast. I'm sorry, I'm just ranting about everything.
It's alright.
Yeah, with my Xbox, again, it's Xbox One, it's been through some shit, but it is struggling even just to play, just to run Jedi Fallen Order. And I think Jedi Fallen Order, it was released in 2019, and that was during the release of the Xbox Series X, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think... Let me check. Oh, Xbox Series X was made in 2020. So, it was a year before. And you can definitely tell just by, like, playing the game on, like, an Xbox One, which I've gotten mine since release, pretty much. It struggles to play the game. It struggles to run the game. It's not as bad as Cyberpunk was when it first released, which, funny enough, I never had any problems with Cyberpunk when I first released. Everything actually ran pretty fine, and I think it still runs fine. I haven't played it in a while, though. But, you can tell that game was pushing the limits of the system, and it was like, hey, we're ready for a new console to come out. And, again, I'm looking at it. It costs like... The Series S costs 240 euros, and the Series X costs 400 euros. I'm definitely not getting it anytime soon. But, like, when I eventually do, and I play the other games that are supposed to be for it, like Fallen Order, because that's the one I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Star Wars games, okay? I'm a big nerd for Star Wars. I just haven't really gotten around watching any of it. But when it finally does come out, oof. Or when I finally get that kind of money and I have, like, a stable job, I'm definitely going to be getting it. Playing some sick-ass games. But the games that they're coming out with now, you need, like, a super fucking mega computer in order to, like, do anything with it. Sorry, I opened the door because...
Yep.
Okay, there we go. it's getting bad. Like, it's not bad, but it's getting bad. Like, the games are good, but they're too good. Calm down with the graphics. You're allowed to make a game that looks good and is good, but still run on an older console. Which, now that I've seen, because everybody, we know YouTubers like Markiplier, and not personally, but Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Moist Critical, he's one. Those kind of guys, you look at their channels now, and it's a lot of the, you see a lot more of the indie games, or just small, what the fuck did I just... Alright, game. YouTube, alright. But a lot of the games, you don't get those big titles coming up. You don't get... Like, Markiplier did play Red Dead Redemption 2, but how many people really noticed that when it came on? Like, let's put it like this. We're not shit-talking Markiplier, by the way. We're not calling him out or anything. We love you, Markiplier, if you're watching this again for some reason. His first episode got 10 million views, and that's because, oh my god, somebody's playing Red Dead Redemption 2. It's Markiplier. Let's check it out. By episode 13, that 10 million went to 4 million. Such a massive drop in viewership, and it's because, like, yeah, the YouTubers, they'll play some of those, but that's a lot. That hurts a system. Those kind of games, they can't be played for 100% completion. That really hurts the systems. There's too much. There's way too much. But that's just my rant about consoles and their...
Christ. Five fucking hour live stream from part 10.
Mm-hmm. His,
I hadn't even watched fucking Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, part
So
13... His part 13 is 9 hours.
Jesus Christ.
I remember when... Because... spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm not stuttering on words, I'm just giving you time, if you're listening to this from across the room, to run and grab your phone and click off or pause or something. But Red Dead Redemption 1 follows the story of John Marston, an outlaw from a former gang who moved, and he's living his life as a cowboy, and eventually the law catches up. He fought the law, but the law won, kind of thing. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you're playing basically a prequel from the time in that gang, except you're not playing as John Marston. However, John Marston is in Red Dead Redemption 2, and towards the very ending, once the main character passes, you can play as John, but it follows them and their adventures of the gang, like what led John Marston to be such a wanted outlaw and whatnot. And I remember seeing the first Red Dead Redemption 1. I never played it, but I saw it on a YouTuber by the name of Lukebo. Lukebo's channel. From the Super Bow Bros. Yes. I don't know where Lukebo went. He just stopped uploading one day. And just never came back. I think he's still...
James is still uploading on this Annoying Orange channel. But
Yeah.
I rarely see him post.
Yep. But, sorry, you probably heard a slight second of Dambo's voice. But yeah, the last The last video posted as Super Bow Bros was 7 years ago, and they're playing Vault, and it was a walkthrough, and I'm pretty sure it was just Danebo. And then I think Lukebo actually deleted his channel.
I saw something in the community tab 2 months ago where he played the beta of Diablo 4. And he streamed over 40 hours. And he has a new Twitch channel and a new YouTube channel and a new Twitter account.
Oh, so wait, does he still upload? Whoops.
Like, the new YouTube channel, it doesn't have any videos on it, but he might just have it.
Yeah.
Or he might just, like, post some more on there. The Twitch channel, all I know is that he streamed over 40 hours the beta of Diablo 4.
Well, I mean...
So he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. That's good to hear. I would love to see the Bow Bros make a comeback to YouTube, because, no offense to Dane, but after he started focusing Annoying Orange, he rose in popularity and then he just kind of vanished. He wasn't in anybody's feeds anymore, because Danebo accidentally slipped up in making Annoying Orange into him. People don't know Danebo from the old Plants vs. Zombies series or stuff. You think Danebo and you think Annoying Orange. Like, he started focusing which, I mean, hey, it got him somewhere. He did pretty good for himself. I'm pretty sure he's still doing stuff, right?
The last video he uploaded was like in 7 years ago.
Oh, well, shit.
On you mean yeah, last video was 7 years ago and it was Agario.
Yeah, about 7 or... YouTube just crashed out then. About like 7... Yeah, 7 years ago you played Agario. It sucks that those kind of guys just kind of... They fell off. Like... What is his... Do you see his channel profile picture?
Yeah.
What is the backstory behind that?
Kinda looks AI generated, I'll be real.
Danebo became AI generated human being. Ain't that some shit? But like, I like the groups like that, the small, because if I had a say in it, like to throw for anything, I would love to see like more group plays and stuff like that. Also, you guys may hear a cat in the background. It's feeding time, and she's very excited for food. But I can use the Runaway guys, for example, and the Game Grumps. Those guys, you know, they sit down, they run into it, they're shelling out a video, and then they yeet. Like, what's it called? The Game Grumps, they're doing theirs like daily uploads. Pretty much daily uploads. And you have the Runaway guys, they're not, I know they're not daily, but they sit down, they play, I think they're playing through Metroid Prime right now, the remastered one. Yep, they're playing Metroid Prime remastered. And I like that. I like the groups. I like the group channels where a bunch of people are uploading on it. You may get a video from one person one day, or video from another person some other day. But with the Runaway Guys, they have their separate YouTube channels. Though Proton John doesn't upload on his channel, he uploads on Twitch. Chugga Conroy and Nintendo Capri Sun, they upload pretty actively on their channels that I know of. I think Nintendo
The
Capri
last time the Proton John uploaded was a year ago.
Yeah. Jeez. Huh.
On his YouTube channel, by the way.
Yeah, Nintendo Capri Sun's going through Lufia 2. And then I think Chugga Conroy was playing Earthbound again. No, he's doing Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. So... Just a lot of the YouTubers from that time period have really fizzled out. Like, I can go through it. The time period I'm talking about during when Tobuscus was around. Toby Turner. There's Tobuscus, the Runaway Guys, Super Bow Bros, Moist Critical, Markiplier with Yami Mash, and PewDiePie with Cryotic. And nowadays, if you open up an incognito tab, let's see who do I get. I guarantee you I'm gonna get Sniper Wolf. So I'm gonna open YouTube in incognito. I get a bunch of Finnish stuff because I'm in Finland. I get Monty Python. I get Drew Bensky, Mr. Beast. And a lot of it is like not really games anymore. There's farming, there's cheerleading, country, politics stuff. Scroll down. Got Mr. Beast. A lot of Mr. Beast, more politics. And then there's just content channels like Fail Army or OBF. Top 10 talent. So let's take a look at the gaming tab. I go over to gaming tab. I get Mr. Beast. I don't know how to tell you this, but Mr. Beast, he's not exactly a gamer. I mean, he is, but he plays games in real life. Like 2 months ago, I paid a real assassin to try and kill me. Nice. But I do want to say, there is somebody who's always been at that top for, like, talking about games, and I'm sure you know... I'm gonna see if Captain Dogfood here can guess it. He only has 3 letters in his name. Know I'm on about?
They had me at E.
Talking about IGN.
Okay.
Yeah, IGN. He's pretty sure it's IGN. It's just a singular guy who keeps up with game updates and all that stuff, and he's all over it. But yeah, you don't see uploads from the guys from back then anymore. I'm looking, I'm trying to find some, and I just don't see it. They're not here anymore. You go to the gaming tab, you don't see anybody from those days. And of course, there's like a new, there's like the YouTube gaming system, the way they do it now. In their attempt at discoverability, they put it way off hard to find gaming tab. You can click on it and find a game you like, and then click on it. And apparently Super Mario 2 is like rank 15 currently. A lot of people are watching Super Mario Bros. 2. But apparently the most tuned into one at the moment is Mobile Legends Bang Bang, which I've never even heard of it before. But yeah, you just don't see any of the guys from that time period anymore. They're not on trending. And again, this may be because like a lot of their people and their viewers, sorry, come from America, or yeah, America mainly. So I'm getting a lot of what's it called, like Finnish and Swedish media, but I don't know, man. And I know there's a new person. I think we talked about this. Oh, Dream deleted his face reveal video.
Oh, did he?
Yep, apparently 16 hours ago. Wait, has he quit YouTube? What's happening?
This is Buy from Dream.
Yeah. Somebody, CG5, commented, "Can't wait for Dream's second face reveal." Pog. But yeah, I just don't see anybody from that time period though anymore. It's all about the new age Minecraft YouTubers. Not even Sniper Wolf is on the front page. It's just Mr. Beast. Damn. So I remember it used to be like Rooster Teeth because they were doing Red vs. Blue. Have you ever seen Red vs. Blue?
Yeah, you showed me that.
Mm. Actually, I think you're the one who showed me that.
Years ago.
I'm pretty sure you actually introduced me to it and then forgot about it, and then I reintroduced you to it. I think.
Nah, I probably would have remembered it.
Yeah, let's rewind 5 years and check the footage real quick. Yeah. PewDiePie, dude? Oh my. PewDiePie's... I will say a lot of the gaming YouTubers have really dwindled out into reacting and or vlogs or whatnot. Because I'm looking at PewDiePie's channel right now, and that's what most of his stuff is now. It's just vlogs and reaction. He turned into Mr. Beast basically with his content, which is again isn't bad. That's not bad at all. Like, it's good on him. He's making it, and his dog Maya passed away.
That's a rip.
Yeah. I think he's still got Edgar, but yeah. Maya passed. That was a really sad video. But she fucking old, I'm pretty sure. She was super old. Alright, what do we... We just had a moment of silence for the dog. What do we dive into now? What do we talk about?
Speaking of like YouTubers that like barely post anymore, I remembered like the first YouTuber that I ever watched was Durden77. That was back in 2008 when he was playing Diddy Kong Racing, which was my favorite childhood game at the time.
Durden77.
Durden77.
Yeah,
yep.
I see him. I found him.
Like, he was gone for a few years and then he came back, and now he's been gone for a year and some change.
Yeah, did he ever release a
Without
video, like, talking about where he went?
Yeah, like the big news why I've been gone.
Hmm.
But there was like a few YouTubers I remembered, like from around that time watching, like Cyphron48. I figured out that his old channel got hacked, and he hadn't released a video on there in like I think 3 years.
Hmm.
But he made a new channel and he started posting his Banjo Tooie Let's Play from like 11 years ago.
Hmm.
And then he started playing the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, unfortunately...
Dark Minded Sith is another one. Huh?
Unfortunately, a lot of the people I used to watch when Copa hit, like, deleted their channel. Like, Dice17, he still has his channel, and he still actually uploads, though it's been 8 months now since he's last uploaded. But he had a thing, when he did Life is Strange, he quit and disappeared for like 4 or 5 years, and then came back with GTA 5, and then disappeared for like another year and came back with The Last of Us. But people like that I used to watch, Mr. Team Raven, he still has a channel, but he completely wiped almost everything except for a couple of videos. And then Bill Warlow, I think, deleted his channel completely. Yeah, you can't even... There it is. It's called Will Barlow now. And yeah, his channel, he wiped his channel completely. TX Bill. TX Bill has 1 sub now. He definitely wiped his channel completely and probably remade it.
Damn.
So many people like deleted their channel from that time period. And it wasn't even like, it was mainly because of the fact of like that COPA Act. I don't know what YouTube was thinking when they just made that, like, I don't know. Here's the thing though, also, as much shit as we give YouTube, I don't know if it was YouTube whose fault this was, or if it was just the media in general. But COPA Act, it was over. We were told we would get smacked with a fucking $49,000 fine if we accidentally miscategorize a video, and we were gonna be fucking executed, and there was no fighting it. Everything we had ever loved or made on the fucking platform was gonna be yeeted. We were gonna get fucked. That's what we were told, and we told that it was indiscriminate, that you could be unmonetized and still get smacked with it. And none of that shit was true. People still got fined, yes, but they were able to fight it and win. And the only reason why nobody finds this or sees this is because a lot of the shit was like covered up. It was, we're not having this blown out of proportion. They didn't talk about it. They didn't upload about it. They just shut the fuck up about it. They didn't mention it. They got hit with a $50,000 fine, and to my knowledge, nobody has lost their case yet. Everybody's won their case. They haven't had to hit that fine. COPA Act fine. Yeah. Here's the thing that I'm looking at right now. The ones that lost their fines are Microsoft and Google and YouTube. YouTube was saying that it's people. It's it's the people who upload on their platform were gonna get fined. No.
Like, here's the thing, man. I was like, I didn't delete my channel, my Captain Dog Food channel. I kept it around. I just deleted all of the videos that I had already uploaded, including a popular video that got like over 10,000 views of Markiplier. Like every time Markiplier died in Baldi's Basics in Education in the Morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I will re-upload that, or I will make a version of that. And I actually did do that, but the problem is the volume was normalized, even though I told it I didn't tell it to be normalized, and so the edited video is kind of fucked now. So I had to redo that at some point.
I have
But,
found one person who has gotten fined that isn't a company. And I'm not going to say it on air. Everything else is companies that got fined. None of it was people, except for that one person that I've seen so far. It was just empty threats, but it did so much to the community of YouTube. Because now, YouTubers originally... Here's the thing. I've been around on YouTube for a long time. Me and you both have. We've been around for quite a while. And we've watched the platform go from its golden days, you know, back when Chocolate Rain was the shit. Anybody remember Chocolate Rain? Fucking Tazon Day.
Tazon Day.
And nobody realizes, but Tazon Day is an active YouTuber. He uploads actively. Nobody fucking realizes that. Nobody.
Except for subscriber count, apparently.
Yeah, his subscriber count is 1.12 mil. But those kind of people just fucking faded. I don't know what it is. It was a one-hit wonder, man. But YouTube was this golden god. Here's the thing. You could upload on YouTube and not pay attention to the platform itself, but instead focus on, I just uploaded something, guys. I did it. Guys, look. I uploaded something on YouTube. Oh my god. I'm so cool now. Look at this. And be happy that you uploaded something. You could throw it up on the internet. Everybody was just mindlessly scrolling through. Everybody was getting discovered by everyone. You know, small channels like ours didn't have to suffer through by posting something to shorts just to get a, like, couple hundred views. And don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of that. I'm uploading short. I'm trying to get views. Somebody watched my live stream. I've been doing so many live streams that are just dead empty. Nobody hops in. It's just me. But it's I don't know, man. It's just the platform went from being this awesome like, yeah, YouTube is the best. Thanks YouTube for this. Thanks YouTube to this. And nobody wants to thank YouTube now. They'd rather just thank their viewers who are here. Which, don't get me wrong, yeah, the viewers are the ones who give it to you in the first place, but it used to be thank you viewers and YouTube. Now it's just thank you viewers. Because
Yep.
the fucking platform, it just fell. And thankfully, things are changing on the platform. We're not sure whether it's going to be for good or for worse. But immediately upon the CEO change, since Susan Wachakataka, since she stepped down, the guy who took over, who everybody was afraid of because of the fact that he came out and was like, hey, I voted for NFTs. And we were just like, oh, fuck. But then, like, something good came from it. He actually did something good. Like, I haven't heard anything from YouTube now so far. Like, I haven't heard if there's anything good coming from it now. But that was nice, you know? It's just when Jawed passed YouTube over to Susan, things were alright. And then it started going down, and then down, and then down, down and down and down and down and down, and then I think YouTube was about to get hit with a really bad fine or something, or Susan was about to be in trouble or something, and she panicked, and then threw it away, and then not long after, the head of Twitch disappeared. He quit. And then Twitch, unfortunately, has gotten really bad. Like, Twitch is all... I think Twitch is on its deathbed right now. Yeah. Content creators are leaving Twitch in masses to find other platforms, which I think Rumble is an upcoming platform. And it's probably going to be taking off pretty soon, depending on what YouTube's about to do. Like, if YouTube sticks around and makes its changes properly and good, I think YouTube can save itself, but Twitch can't. Twitch is done for. It's on its deathbed. For any sponsored people, Twitch is going to run out of money. It's going to be over. I'm tired of living through historical events. Let's put it like that. We're going through historical fucking events like Jared went through Subway sandwiches. I don't know. I think YouTube might be able to save itself. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, when you're down, the only way to go is up, right? So,
Exactly.
well, yeah, maybe it can. I don't know much about the new CEO. But
don't know too much
I know
about
is
him
that
either.
he's a man.
CEO of YouTube. Neil Mohan. Let's see what he's done so far. So they're focusing to turn it somewhat TikTok-esque for shorts. So it's going to be a video platform mixed in with a little bit of TikTok shorts kind of thing. They're remixing clips, repackaging game content for shorts. Add their own take on a trend and join in with reactions. That's pretty cool. So the thing is, I think they're wanting, yeah, they're turning it into like YouTube TV kind of thing. So YouTube is becoming more of a channel. Like, but they are, yeah, they are giving more, like, the creators more ways to make money, which is pretty nice. I think right now the whole thing is they're trying to deal with, because economy's shit right now. Everybody knows that. Economy's in the shitter right now, and it's trying to climb out. I think when it gets past that, the guy Neil Mahan and his team will probably be pushing for more stuff and things. But yeah. It's been an hour now on our first stream. First podcast. Pog. We really went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We really went down the rabbit hole. It's your turn. Talk about shit.
Okay, so there is one thing that I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned this before the podcast, but welcome to the game. It's a horror game that Markiplier played. Like, I've learned just yesterday that there was a version 2 to the first game, which introduced a new character. So, like, Welcome to the Game is a game where you basically have to get to, you go on the deep web to get to a red room in order to see a live murder happen. It sounds pretty gruesome. It is. It's really gruesome. But like,
I mean,
you
that's
have to
the whole
find
thing,
8
isn't it?
different codes getter, huh?
That's the whole thing about it, though, isn't it? It's kind of like, it's supposed to be like a dark web kind of shit.
Yeah. You have to find 8 codes scattered around different websites. Then, once you find the 8th code, you're given a link to this one page. Then you click enter, and then that's you completing the game. But you have to deal with being hacked and kidnappers. Like, if you make too much noise, then the kidnappers will enter in your home. As far as I know, there's only 2 ways for you to get a game over. If you turn to the right and the kidnapper's right there, or if you turn to the right and the kidnapper bursts through the door and then kidnaps you right there. And they speak Russian as well. That's something else that's interesting about it. But the version 2, I only learned about this when I saw a video called like all deaths in Welcome to the Game, and I saw this other character. I'm like, who the hell is that? Like, why haven't I seen this guy before? But then I realized there is a version 2, and you can go more than just the light and turn it off. You can go to your front door and look out the front door and like lock it and shit like that. And yeah, there's just a man who's known as the Breather who will kill you if he gets into your house.
Yeah, I've seen a lot about Welcome to the Game too, and it does look pretty good. It's terrifying. It is terrifying. Yeah. But it's exciting at the same time.
Markiplier had like 16 hours worth of live streams. and trying to beat the game, and eventually he gave up and said, "Fuck you, developers." Fuck you, developers, for wasting my time or some shit like that.
I can't wait for this to turn into a Game Grumps situation where it's like years go by and not spoiling anything for out of my respect to the Game Grumps, but he has to go back to the game, like welcome to the game 2, and actually beat it. Like the game will start haunting him. Everybody will be like, Mark, why aren't you gonna defeat this game yet? Why don't you beat the game real quick? Oh god, somebody in the community hub on Steam mentioned, imagine this in VR.
Oh my god.
That would be amazing.
That'd be terrible.
I like how we went two separate directions. You were like, that would be terrible, me. That would be amazing.
There is one other thing that I didn't know, but they made another game, Reflex Studios, the same guys that made Welcome to the Game 1 and 2. They made another game that was sort of like what you can expect from when you play Welcome to the Game 2 kind of thing. It's a game called The Waiting Room. Not a lot of people know about it, but apparently on Steam it has a positive rating from 39 reviews.
Yeah, and it's free on Steam as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just like, it scares me, I'm scared. I don't want to play this, oh god, I'm scared.
I was watching Markiplier play this Welcome to the Game 2. There's a live stream. The main character, like, spoiler alerts if you haven't seen it, but like there's a character who is streaming herself and she's in this one like building. But then she hears a loud crash like over to her right, and her first reaction is, "Hello?" Let me tell you something. That is not supposed to be your first reaction. You don't hear and say hello.
Could you fucking imagine, like, you're in like a war, what the fuck? You're in a war game or whatnot, and just you hear twigs snapping nearby, you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die, and then just some ass clown next to you just goes, hello? And then fucking bullets fly into the bushes, like...
Oh my god.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's like the farting in a zombie apocalypse situation. Like, you're hiding in a dumpster, and all of a sudden, like, the person you're with just farts, and you hear, like, all the zombies just suddenly turn. They're like,
She farts too loud to the point where the door ends up opening a little bit.
That's fucking amazing. That's amazing and bullshit.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. Wow. What the fuck?
Well, I've got my daily podcast quota in. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about? Or want to end it off here?
I think it's good for us to end it off here. Um,
Alrighty.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this podcast. If you ended up actually tuning into this podcast, if you were here, if you watched, good on you. We appreciate it, and we'll probably be seeing you guys next week. And if not, then expect us bi-weekly. But this has been the Probably Podcast, and we're probably the hosts. I'm probably the Emperor, and he's probably Captain Dog Food. And you probably
We'll probably
made
see
it
you
to the
later.
end. Yeah, and we'll probably see you later. So, take care.